Welcome back to Louisiana Homestead. We're going to make some deer sausage today, so y'all buckle up and come along for the ride.
And what we did, we took some deer meat and we ground it. The little instruction manual that comes with this particular, I think this was a Cabela's, but it's made by Weston, I believe. But all these grinders come with instructions when they have a little sausage stuffer. It said to use the bigger diameter. I can't think of what you call it, but anyway, and you get better results for sausage. So that's what we've been doing, and it doesn't. If you grind your meat like with this one, your sausage is a little more compact, I believe, is what the deal is. So we've been using this one to actually grind the meat, but I already ground the meat though. So they missed that part, but we're gonna be making so many videos. If all this works out, we'll show them that on another time. But what I did is I took deer meat. I done heard people say, oh, you got to mix deer meat with half and half or 60-40 with pork or fat or get some beef fat, and you don't have to do none of that. We living off the land and we don't hardly buy any kind of meat. We raise our own chickens, we kill deer, we raise sheep, goats. So anyway, we don't mix it with nothing. This is what I do. All this stuff right here is my sausage making stuff, but it needs to be refilled. This is dry oatmeal. Take dry oatmeal, olive oil, your seasoning to taste, some black pepper, some red pepper, salt, and I'll put a little garlic powder and onion powder in it to make my smoked sausage. What I'm making here is going to be a batch that we're going to hang up in the homemade smoker and smoke some sausage. We done did that, and it's been a huge success. Everybody liked it. I ground it and I seasoned it yesterday. When we make what we call fresh sausage, that just means you're making sausage that's not going to be smoked. She told me to smile. It's hard to smile when you're hurting. I got a shoulder needs to be replaced. I got a torn rotator cuff. I got metal in my back. My back's hurting all the time. Every once in a while I have a good day. Today I'm having a bad day, so I'm limping around. So that's why you don't see me smiling too much. I'm hurting, but I don't stop. All right. So that's my deer ground meat. Boy, you talk about smell good. You don't have to keep it overnight to marinate or anything like that. I just didn't have time to do it yesterday, so I ground it, and today we're gonna make the sausage out of it. You grind it one time, then you pass it back through the. Help me out here. I had too many brain injuries too. I can't think sometimes. You pass it back through the grinder, but you're not grinding it this time. You're just using the auger to push it into the casing, basically. So, like I said, we ain't mixed it with nothing except the stuff I showed you. So to make up for where they say, oh, it's going to be too dry and you need fat, you don't need none of that. You probably don't even need this. But the pieces of deer meat that's not even ground up yet, and I'll season it with all this stuff a little bit at a time, where I can kind of judge how much salt I need, and I'll sprinkle a few handfuls of this oatmeal and sprinkle it with olive oil, and that gets you a little bit of oil in there. You know, it kind of makes up for missing the fat, but you don't even need to do that. I go back about what I said about smoked sausage versus fresh sausage. We mix all this stuff in here and smoke it to make smoked sausage. And if I want to make what we call fresh sausage, that means we're not going to smoke it. I'll go pick a bunch of green onions out the garden, shallots, green onions, whatever you call it, and we'll mix that in there as we go. So this is not meant to be some kind of sausage making tutorial. We're just showing y'all what we're doing to live. And today we're making some sausage. Miss KK, Dr. Bryn, she's gonna put the meat in, and I'm gonna try to keep it all together. So here we go. We had the casing on backwards. That's the first time we did that, but it makes all the difference in the world. It's kind of like a little accordion deal. It was on the casing was on there reversed, and I'm like, well, we never had this problem before. Now it's feeding real nice and smooth. One of the main problems, though, that we had when we started is my little nervous problem from running out of time. And then the second main problem is we only did this 5 or 6 times. And the third problem is we ain't never did it and tried to film it. We got it now, though. I'm kind of glad this happened because it went so good when we did all the other batches. I don't know how long a whole link of this stuff is, but one of these will do 10 pounds of meat. Yeah, 10 pounds per casing. But let me tell you, 10 pounds goes a long way because we never measured anything, but anyway, when we do one of these full things right here, it does a whole casing at least. And we had such good success doing it before. When I went to hang the sausage in the smokehouse, I was doing it by myself because I don't ever want help with nothing. I had a hard time. Some of them things must have been 15 foot long, and I couldn't get them all. So I'm kind of glad this broke all up. I'll have some short links to work with here today when I hang them in the smokehouse. All right, let's try to get some. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pour this right here. It'll make it a lot easier. Look at there, how pretty that is. And that's with us messing up, y'all.
Yeah, that was fast. It really was.
And look at this. This is what happens when you put your sausage casings backwards.
Yeah.
But we ain't gonna get too much of it wasted. I'll see what the best method is for me to do this. This will go on this way, and this will go this way, and this will go this way. So watch this. We'll have some short links. I don't know if I explained that real well a while ago, but that accordion effect. But you see, it pulls off one way, and I had it backwards.
Yeah, it should be more like a little bowl in this side of it.
Correct.
It's onto the stuff.
See, that girl's smart. But that's what.
Because I read the directions.
Well, that's what makes a good husband and wife team. See, the way our Heavenly Father made the family structure, which they're trying to tear down. You had a husband and a wife, and they both complemented each other. Where one was weak on one thing, the other was strong on the other. And so that's what a good husband and wife team is all about. So she holds me up when I'm down and weak or don't know what I'm doing. And when she don't know what she's doing, I help her. Anyway, we're going to try to do this some more. We're going to be hopefully making some more videos talking to y'all about stuff like we mentioned about how our Heavenly Father wants us to live. More about homesteading, a little bit more about scripture. If y'all can take that, if y'all want to listen to it from some old worm like me. All right, baby, let's get it again. Here we go, y'all. This is going to be a short link because we messed it all up the first time. But when everybody eats this sausage, they can't tell if we messed up. I ain't had one complaint yet, and we gave some to all kind of different people. This is venison sausage. Like the refined people say, okay, baby, stop. It's time to tie this one. Let's see. What you think? Go a little more. That's good.
Let me see how
Turn
much
it
you
on.
got on there.
Not much.
Just a tad, maybe.
Okay, we try not to waste any. All right. We got a whole inch and a half out of that.
Hey.
Now you see? What you think? That's going to be a little easier
Yes.
to hang up a 4-foot piece of sausage than,
15-foot piece?
yeah. Now, can you imagine one person trying to hang this up in the smokehouse if it was 15 to 20 foot long? And that's how it was the other day. So I'm actually glad we messed up making this, because this sure going to be a lot easier to hang up.
All that sausage, y'all, come out of this little old pan up here. Isn't that crazy? Crazy good.
And we still ain't finished. I don't know if they can see this. I ain't no cameraman, but that'll make a longer link of sausage than you think.
Yeah.
Okay, hit it there, mama. I'll tell you one thing. If y'all kill deer, or you got access to meat, or you buy some meat and want to make your own sausage, it ain't hard to do, because if we can do it, anybody can. Fruit is good, but I use oak and pecan to smoke my sausage. If I had some wild cherry wood or something, I would use that. Any kind of fruit tree is good. I didn't smoke meat with any kind of fruit tree. But this is oak and pecan. Got some oak limbs. I'm gonna cheat because my back's killing me. I'm gonna start it with this, but you don't want to put lighter fluid on there and then put it in your smokehouse with that lighter fluid burning, because that's gonna probably smell and taste nasty. So, but I start it with it and I let it burn a little while, and all that burns out. And then on top of that, I'm gonna have pecan wood. But we'll get this fire going. This is my method of doing it with the smokehouse. I got an old barbecue pit and it works good. I can roll it in to get my smoke in there, and I can roll it out when I want to pick my meat up and check my meat or whatever. So I'm gonna light this and get it lit good, and then I'm gonna hang that sausage we made. We'll hang it up, and by the time I finish hanging it, this old charcoal fluid lighter will be burned off, and you won't get that smell in there. Sometimes if my stuff gets real burning a lot of times I'll try to, what I need to do really is soak some pecan wood ahead of time. But if it goes to burning a lot and you get a lot of fire, you don't get a whole lot of smoke. I found if you got some wet wood, it makes a heck of a good smoke, and it don't burn all up, and it lasts and lasts. But anyway, we're not a professional with none of that either, but everything we've been doing works. And nobody today has complained about the sausage, and we've been giving it to a lot of different people. So whatever works for you, say like Patara from, what is that? Appalachia Homestead. Did you ever talk to the people about subscribing to all the different homesteaders on YouTube? You know, just like any other human being, everybody got all kind of weaknesses and faults and problems, and a lot of times we never think about the other person, and everybody is guilty. We watch all these homesteading shows, and we watch them all the time, and everybody's begging you to subscribe to help them out, and we pass over it, and we ain't subscribed to hardly anybody, I don't think. Did we? A few now that we thought about it.
Yeah, now that we thought about it, I've gone back and I've subscribed to all of them.
So guess what? If everybody told their family to subscribe, and everybody that watches all the homesteaders, if all the homesteaders would subscribe to all the homesteaders and that kind of YouTube stuff, then we'd be going somewhere with our channel. So let's try to do that, everybody that's homesteading. Every time you look at a homestead video, subscribe to it. What you think?
Yeah. That's what...
And you can show them. You can show them our smokehouse we built out of scraps, people. This is just built out of scraps. There's an old cypress mill, like a small time operation down the road, and we got some of the scraps, and I just put this together with some screws and scraps. I might have bought a couple of posts for it, and my son collects old junk iron sometimes and sells that when he's not working. And I had a few scraps of tin. Put this together. Might have cost me $100 to put this together. That's homesteading. Living frugal. Yeah, you look around on some sure enough real people homesteading, trying to live off the land and being self-supporting, self-sustaining, independent. You look around our place, it might not be too pretty. It might not be a clean, pretty little lawn and everything all nice and neat. But if you're going to live raising chickens and goats and trying to live frugal and live apart from the system that we got so that you can be self-sustaining when system problems arise, then you ain't going to be worried about pretty. No. So, and we ain't worried about pretty, and we just as happy as, I guess, as you can be. We enjoy it. I know one thing, if a bunch of them fly low enough, we make sausage out of them too. Oh, somebody's got it.
Hey, we're gonna watch Mr. E hang some of this.
There's no magic to it. It's just making it stay on this makeshift stuff I got. It's been working. I know there's a bunch of people out there gonna say, man, these people sure doing stuff backwards. But we ain't.
Y'all leave us a comment.
This works.
We wanna hear it.
It works. We're just not so refined as some people. And we don't care if some people thinks it looks rough. It works. Like I said, those people we see in Nepal, they living way rougher than this. They raising their kids out there. And guess what? In the Depression, well, look, we got a written history of man for 6,000 years. There's always had people living. What you think the pioneers did when they come out? They ain't had nothing. Daniel Boone, he ain't had nothing.
He ain't had no smokehouse. Ain't no telling what he did.
Not when they started. They had some gunpowder, some guns, some lead balls, and some hatchets. And our forefathers that come to this world, they lived rough. This ain't rough living. This is easy living. This is comfortable living. They got a lot of people living. We just spoiled in America. We just spoiled, and everybody thinks everything got to be so perfect.
Then people in Nepal, their house ain't as good as this smokehouse.
Nope. Now you're gonna get to see. We got us when the sausage was going pretty good here, and I got a long piece. Man, them long pieces, they rough. I've actually had to drop the piece on the ground before, but the way this stuff works, or the way this sausage casing is, it's real smooth. I just went in there with a clean cloth and I wiped it off and hung it back up.
Yeah, it's not sticky at all. It's not like wet and sticky. It's dry and smooth.
I'm not using these hooks yet because I'm gonna use them. They really help me out when I get a real long piece, and I think this next piece, I hope that ain't a whole piece, but anyway, that must have been when the sausage making was going a little easier. Please don't let me drop none.
You want me to hold it on that end?
Then Mama, I'm all right. I'm scared you're gonna fuss at me if I drop some. Oh, I'm scared.
Yeah, because
bad
stuff.
Huh?
Because I done did you some bad stuff.
If y'all knew how she treats me, y'all would subscribe just to help me make $1 or something so I can get out from under this torture. But you see, she's making me do all the work. Y'all notice that too. She's just holding the camera. And my back hurts. We just kidding, y'all. Hey, I didn't drop a piece this time.
Yet.
Yeah.
Because you still got some to go.
Oh, I forgot. I still got more. I ain't finished. Oh, no. No, I forgot.
Look right here.
Okay. All right. Well, the sausage hanging was a success. Close this and it's going to smother out a little bit. There's no set way to do this. I smoke this till I figure the sausage looks like it's smoked enough for me, but I think the last few times we did them, they were smoked for about 8 hours or so or something. And I'll probably put wood in it I don't know. It don't take much wood. I think about 3 times I put wood in it when I did it for about 8 hours before. Look at here. Now you see I ain't got no sausage hanging right over my exhaust. Y'all ain't gonna do no more of that sausage?
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Louisiana Homestead. We're going to be taking that sausage up this morning, so let's go get it. Get that out of the way so we can get this sausage out of here. They don't like the cold weather. All right, there's our finished sausage. It smells delicious and it looks delicious, and it's going to be delicious. We're going to eat some in a little while, probably. I'm going to use these to store them in with this little machine right here. Here the sausage pieces are cut to size to fit into the bags. Next they'll be vacuum sealed and then put into the freezer. We made 22 packages of sausage this time. We was really proud of our outcome. We hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as we enjoyed making it for you. Hit that subscribe button. It helps our little channel to grow, and it's free to you. We hope you'll join us for our next journey, be it in the kitchen or in the great outdoors or on the farm or maybe even on a field trip. Until then, remember, you can't go wrong doing what's right.